So we move into 1979, my final year at Goldsmiths, my final terms at Goldsmiths, and my final years with 4R. And there you can see Peekaboo in Blimey What a Year. And I think inspired by this, Tony decided to do a review, rather a music hall called a Riverdale Review. And we revived Peekaboo. And you can see the big staging that we had there. In 4R. I mean, they were just fantastic. And Nick and I, for this music hall, wrote what we thought could be a music hall song for the late 70s. And it's called I'm Not a Marrying Kind. You're going to have to imagine I'm two people, plus a chorus. We're at a wedding, and here we go. It's just the one song from the Riverdale Review. I've accepted your kind invitation. I'm on time and I'm suitably dressed. I've been charming to every relation, and my present's as good as the rest. I'll cheerfully dance at your wedding, and I'll be as good as can be. There's only one thing I'll be dreading, that one day it's going to be me. Cooking and washing and cleaning, and years of continuous grind. Spare me a life as somebody's wife. I'm not the marrying kind. To give up my bachelor status, I'd have to be out of my mind. A license to breed is the last thing I need. I'm not the marrying kind. The role of a glorified servant is not one to which I am inclined. Girls, you can slave as you dig your own grave, but I'm not the marrying kind. You can opt for a life of hard labour and leave all your pleasures behind. I won't sit and squirm for a 40-year term. I'm not the marrying kind. A lifetime of constant devotion is not quite what I have in mind. They're not all that keen on the marital scene. They're not the marrying kind. They'll never let go of their freedom. Proposals will all be declined. They've cancelled all plans for calling the bands. They're not the marrying kind. I can't afford mink. I want time to think. I don't want a lifetime of hairs in the sink. I'm still on the run. I still want my fun. I don't want my boyfriends restricted to one. I'm still the elite. Why look for defeat? I don't want the patter of dear little feet. I want to stay free. I want to stay me. Oh, marriage is really not my cup of tea. To fall through the trapdoor of marriage, you'd have to be totally blind. I'm not in the mood for perpetual feud. I'm not the marrying kind. They'll never let go of their freedom. Proposals will all be declined. They've cancelled all plans for calling the bands. I'm not the marrying kind. No, we're not the marrying kind. There we are, marrying kind. Pretty much a whole song. There were a couple of extra verses. Great words by Nick, and a nice little music hall tune for me. And that was included in a Roger Parsley play, which was which was published by Samuel French, although I think in the published version he replaced the song. So there we are.